sports fans, Jeff Cook reporting for Adams Community Television. High school girls basketball here on Channel 10. The starters for the Lady Bearcats of York High: April Conover, Jasmine Byers, Katrina Hill, Sandy Walker, and Samantha Johnson. Now the Lady Warriors being introduced.
Junior guard, Casey Little.
Casey Little.
Sophomore forward, Jara Aaron. And number 33, junior guard, Shelly Garlock.
Shelly Garlock. Roy Kiefer joins me here for commentary. Deb McCausland providing the lens work. We'll stay right with the anthem. Gettysburg Warriors back-to-back games as they defeated the Cougars of Palmyra last night in a nail-biter. Colleen Malone hit a three-pointer with 7 seconds to go, and the Lady Warriors eked out a 2-point win. Roy, your impressions, what do you know about the Lady Bearcats of York High?
Well, York High was highly thought of starting the season. In fact, watching WGAL last night, a competitor station, they were number 8 in their poll. However, I understand they lost last night to Southwestern. So it'll be interesting. Both teams played the night before. It'll be a lot different game from last night. This should be much more up-tempo. I don't think we'll see a 45-43 game tonight.
Colleen Malone will jump center. And it's Samantha John, rather, that's Sandy Walker for the Bearcats. April Collier, Jasmine Byers. We'll get to know these players for York High as the telecast unfolds. We're Channel 10 on your GS dial, Adams Community Television. Local sports in your living room. Kathy Lauritsen had the misfortune of being right there. Good job by Melissa Waybrand, or no, that's Katrina Hill to save it in bounds.
Almost too much hustle there by Lauritsen. Had she been a little slower going after the loose ball, she wouldn't have been in position to have it bounce off her.
Collier throws up an oxygenated spheroid.
I don't know, Jeff. I thought it caught just a touch of iron.
Oh, boy, was that the slightest touch? Okay, I stand corrected. Oh, Collier off the foot. That should have been a kick. Referees getting into the flow of the game here. Looked to me like Collier had it go off her foot. No call, but fortunately the basketball gods were smiling and the Warriors ended up with the basketball. Oh. That's a tough pass. I mean, you got to wait for the receiver to get a little closer.
Well, and the other problem there is Colleen Malone was about 2 inches inbounds when the pass was thrown to her. Doesn't give her much margin of error there.
She needed to do a Randy Moss, but then do something with the ball. Nice job, Samantha Johnson. 2-0 Lady Bearcats just inside the arc. Oh, now this pressure, really, Coach Wilson, I'm not sure they've seen this type of pressure. And if it goes too long with another turnover or two, you might see an early timeout.
Actually, Palmyra pressed last night, but they didn't have anywhere near the quickness that this York team has.
That's true. This is only the third game, or actually the fourth game of the year. Gettysburg 2-1 on the season. I'm not sure of the Bearcats' record. We'll try to find out at the half.
I believe they're also 2-1.
Casey Little walking to New Orleans, called for the travel. Little Texas two-step. 2-0 York just underway. First quarter action, 6:52 to go in the first. Special thanks to the Pub and Restaurant on the Square in Gettysburg. Proud underwriters of local sports here every Monday on ACT. Johnson lost the handle. Malone dives to the floor. Tied up by Walker. Possession arrow favors Gettysburg.
Yeah, that was a nice cut against the zone. Unfortunately, the girl who cut through the middle, I couldn't tell. I think it was Johnson, couldn't hang on to the pass. Otherwise, she would have had a very easy shot inside.
Early substitution, Carrie Kunkel in for Garlock. I guess that's, they throw it away again, you know.
Now, Gettysburg has played horrible first quarters in all 4 of their games so far. And if they don't get off to a better start, they're going to find themselves losing games before they even have a chance to get in it.
Lauritsen gathers in the pass from Kunkel, who's into the contest, replacing Garlock. Oren thinks once, twice, third. Throws it up. Nothing but net. Maybe a little rim, but 3-2. Gettysburg in the lead.
Well, the last 2 baskets for Gettysburg now are a 3-pointer last night by their center and a 3-pointer tonight by the power forward.
Kunkel misses out on the steal attempt. Walker tries to settle things down, and now the Bearcats work the perimeter. Walker, no, but Johnson's there for the offensive board. They swing it and reset. April Collier works the point guard position, and now she lost the handle, and Malone has it. Kunkel will try to get the ball down court, and does, to Little, who bombs from the corner. Johnson with another pull.
Gettysburg looks like the Kentucky offense right now. Come down, shoot up the 3.
Yeah, there's no shot clock, so I'm sure Coach Wilderson thinking, you know, frenetic pace is fine for a while, but let's settle things down and try to get a good work.
I'm not sure Gettysburg wants to play run and gun tonight.
No. Third chance for Walker, no. And finally, Lauritsen gets the rebound, and I think a foul over the top. Katrina Hill on the foul?
I think so. Yeah, that's what's up on the board.
Low-scoring game. Man-to-man pressure being applied now by the Bearcats. Oren guarded by Johnson. She swings it to Little. Nice entry pass to Malone in the paint. Too hard off glass. Collier's there on the board. Beats the triple team.
3-on-2 if they hurry.
Jasmine Byers into Walker. Hill pumps, misconnects. And Jara Oren clears the board for the Warriors. They move quickly down court. And Little fouled by Katrina Hill. That's her second.
I think it was on Conyer, or Conover. Yes, it was.
Katrina Hill, okay. 32?
11.
Okay, it was April Collier.
Collier, sorry.
Casey Little over the top.
Very sloppy start for both teams. 5 points on the board in the first 3.5 minutes, and each team probably has that many turnovers.
I was just going to say, pretty easy to keep track of the scoring almost halfway through this first quarter. Collier stops and pops. Good defense. And Samantha Johnson has all 4 York points on the offensive rebound basket. 5 seconds.
And nobody moved. Carrie Kunkel standing there trying to inbound the ball, and not one Warrior player made a cut.
Good timeout by Coach Wilderson. And I think she's got to get Shelly Garlock back in the game. I don't know, if there's some sort of a reason she's not out there, but it seems to me that she's got the dribbling, the one-on-one skills to help break that press.
Yeah, normally that's true. It looked to me like when she came out, she sat down with the trainer. They were looking at her right wrist, it appeared to be. We'll see if she can come back or not.
Well, that would be a blow as she heads back to the Pines.
I know Shelly took her usual accumulation of bumps and bruises last night.
And this team only dresses 9 players, and they all see action.
Yeah, they'll normally have 11. They have 2 out tonight.
Collier from beyond the arc. No. Johnson keeps it alive. And Jasmine Byers with the follow shot. No. Walker to Hill. Got the roll.
And that's probably at least 5 or 6 offensive rebounds for York. Gettysburg's got to box out on the boards.
It's one of the real fundamentals, boxing out. Here comes Shelley Garlock, along with Erica Kissel into the lineup. So Lauritsen and Kunkel will get a breather.
And Gettysburg, I don't believe, has scored since their second possession of the quarter.
Well, that rattled around and out, and Oren with another rebound. Steal by Collier. Oh, Kissel, it was already out. So the Bearcats retain possession.
York fans are spirited tonight.
Yes, a small but vocal cheering section.
That was the same way in the JV game, Jeff. York had 2 points going into the fourth quarter of the JV game, and when they scored their second basket about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, there was a standing ovation from the York crowd.
And not intended as a Bronx cheer either. Collier straddling the line. 8-3. Oh, good hustle by Garlock to establish position inbounds.
I don't think she did.
Unless you got away with one then. Kissel fouled by Collier. That's her second.
Yeah, and it would seem to me, just watching York for what have we been here, 5 minutes, I guess, that Collier's the key to their team. She handles the ball. She looks like she's their best shooter. I don't think they can afford to get her in foul trouble.
She's got 2 quick ones, so we'll see how Coach Sexton handles it. Charlie Sexton, the mentor of the Lady Bearcats. Did that one draw a rim?
No.
So Erica Kissel misses them both, and Little misses the stick back. And Collier's there to track down the carom. So Jara Oren's three-pointer still the only points of the contest for the Warriors. And Little with a rebound.
York's offense is interesting. It looks like their offense is take the three and everybody hit the boards.
Well, it's working to positive effect. They're getting those second chance points and making the most of them. Johnson has 4, Hill 2, Collier 2.
And if they make a couple of those threes, they can open up a lead pretty quick.
You talked about that JV game. Gettysburg JVs vanquished their opponents 35-8. York had balanced scoring as 4 different players had a field goal each, but hardly enough to get it done against the JV Lady Warriors. Little, no. Johnson with the clear. Trish Knoll led the way with 11 points. Heather Kessler, Heather Holt, and Heidi Miller chipped in with 6 apiece. So pretty balanced scoring for Coach Harner.
Yeah, not that that was a test really for the Gettysburg junior varsity team, but they played very well. I think right now we may have more air balls and baskets at this point of the game.
You're right. And not necessarily a testament to the defense. York goes into a deliberate offense, no shot clock.
And Gettysburg doesn't look like they're putting any pressure on the ball at all right now. They're letting the passes get made.
Collier, good job by Kissel to attack the glass.
Yeah, once again, that was going to be a York offensive rebound, and Erica Kissel stepped in from the side and grabbed a piece of it.
Possession arrow to York. So they'll inbound with $1:29 to go in the first. Tough pass. Walker wasn't quite ready for it.
Maybe let her just about 6 inches too much. Walker showed her that hand. That's where she wanted the ball. The pass was maybe just a little too hard and a little too far.
Not quite enough lob on it. That's it. Malone had the defender cleared, but I don't think she recognized the situation. Little finds Garlock driving all the way to the glass.
And Shelley Garlock is going to take the ball to the basket on you. She had an interesting night last night. Only 1 basket on a drive similar to that one, but she was 8 out of 9 from the foul line.
Near steal by Garlock. Foul by Jara Orand, and Sandy Walker will shoot the deuce.
Yeah, Jara not only got the foul there, but that was probably her mistake on the defense. Colleen Malone was fronting, and in that situation, you need some weak side help, and Jara was a little slow getting across.
Deb McCausland working the angles behind camera. 52.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. 9-5.
That foul shot didn't look like it got 10 feet in the air. It must have got about 10 feet 1 inch.
There aren't any style points.
She a little better.
Used a lot of the rim on that one too, but Walker hits them both, and it's 10-5.
Now York's in a half-court trap. Let's see how Gettysburg handles this.
A 2-2-1 zone press, and the timeline is the enemy, and the Warriors get it across, but throw it away. That's what pressure does. It's kind of a domino effect. You might not get the turnover right away, but everybody rushes the pass a little bit. Next thing you know, they're throwing it into the stands.
Not only do you get the bad passes and the turnovers, but you also force teams to take shots maybe a little quicker than they want to, or maybe take the shot that they really don't want.
Well, that time Malone made the nice steal. Entry pass, Orand. Good reverse move, but forced it up in traffic.
Yeah, Jara made a nice catch, but she never turned and squared to the basket.
She had pretty good low post position, but the feet are so crucial. And Collier comes up with a steal. Kissel to beat, and she does.
Yeah, I think if Erica Kissel just set her feet there, she might have been able to draw a charge.
Orand ahead of the fray. Inside Malone, first shot of the night, too hard off the back rim. Another steal, this time Katrina Hill ran out of clock. 12-5 at the end of one. Shelly Garlock, coast to coast, gets called for the charge. And player injured, Sandy Walker. We're just underway here in the second quarter. After a slight glitch, Roy Kiefer looking astounded.
I can't believe that charge call. She split between the two players, got basically a forearm in the face, and the referee signaled a charge.
Yeah, and
unbelievable.
And nobody hit the floor for York or anything that I saw. You know, usually that's almost a prerequisite. You got to go to the turf.
That was just an unbelievable call. I've never seen that in 30 years, 40 years of watching basketball.
Well, okay. Tiffany Hill getting ready to check in.
And getting ready, and getting ready.
Yeah, need a little help getting her pants off.
Tiffany may have drawn a charge there with her pants.
Garlock guards Collier. Interesting matchup. Anita Hill back to Collier. Lady Warriors man-to-man defense. Erin Kiefer into the contest, draws Tiffany Hill. Johnson, she's tough inside. Samantha Johnson.
She carved out some space.
She's got 6 to lead all scorers. Nice job by Erin Kiefer to come up, take the pass to help break the press. Could be a Kiefer family milestone here. We'll try not to overdwell on it, but
Gettysburg just looks totally out of sync. There's no intensity on defense. They're not making any cuts on offense. There was a loose ball. Nobody went for it. Just totally out of sync right now.
14-5. Colleen Malone scoreless. Now Johnson bounces it off her foot right to Collier. It's been that kind of a night. Lady Bearcats showing good patience. Why not with a 9-point lead? And now they throw it away. Good overplay by Garlock. That's what they need more of. Got to create a few turnovers here.
Yeah, they got to get some intensity on defense. If they get the intensity going on defense, the offense will come along.
Garlock, nice rotation to Kissel for three, and it rattled around and out. Aaron Kiefer in good position for the offensive rebound.
I think foul on Hill coming over the back.
Yeah, that was Tiffany Hill with the foul, and Walker's okay, so she checks back into the
It
lineup.
looked like she may have gotten poked in the eye just from the way she was reacting.
Wraparound bounce pass to Malone. Malone for the stick back, and she got it. Jasmine Byers on the elbow.
And that's something Gettysburg did not do last night. They had all kinds of trouble finishing inside. And it's good to see Colleen stick that one in the basket and have a chance now for the normal three-point play.
The John Hausman tribute. You go to the line and earn it. The old-fashioned way, and she got it. 14-8.
Gettysburg in a little bit of a 2-3 zone, it looks like right now.
Walker can't hit and may have gotten slapped in the eye again.
Sophomore enthusiasm.
So Sandy Walker makes both free throws. Lady Warriors turn it over again.
Just not in the game at all.
16-8. York High in control. Johnson, no. Hill on the stick back, can't connect. Malone lost the handle, right to Katrina Hill.
Lost the handle and then didn't play defense.
18-8, man-to-man pressure has been effective for York High. This time Garlock gets it across in time. Malone can't connect. Jasmine Byers with the board.
Again, Gettysburg ran no offense there. They came down, threw two quick passes, and shot the ball. Didn't get any kind of an offensive flow at all.
Collier with a sweet jumper. She's got 6 to tie Johnson for game honors, and York spreading it around. Garlock lost the handle. 20-8. It's been that kind of night of frustration.
Two sophomores out for Gettysburg, two sophomores in.
Kunkel and Oren replace Kiefer and Kissel in the lineup. 4:34 to go in the second. Nice job by Garlock with the steal.
Good catch there by Kunkel.
Nice job by Little to get open. Malone spotted her with a good interior pass, and Casey Little with a nice turnaround bank.
Yeah, it was a nice post up. Looked like Colleen looked the first time, didn't quite pull the trigger on the pass, looked again, and she was still there, so that time she got her the ball.
Oren clears. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. 20-10, Lady Bearcats. Kunkel and Collier knocked it out of bounds.
I think they called a foul on Colleen Malone. No, they called a foul on Collier, and that's her third. Very strange call.
Maybe we just have a bad angle from up here in the rafters. I don't know.
That must be it.
Coach Sexton's going to get her out of there with 3 fouls. He's got to do that. Bilan Nelson in there.
And it'll be interesting to see now how, oh boy.
Hill with the steal.
And again, there's a Gettysburg player jumping to try to block a shot instead of setting their feet and trying to draw the charge.
And Hill has 6. Garlock Fouled as she glided hoopward.
And I think he called it before the shot, which means instead of two, they'll be shooting one-on-one here. Nobody realizes that yet. Now they got it.
Oh, okay.
We do have a better angle at the scoreboard than they do.
Yeah, Gettysburg in the bonus. So Garlock will shoot the 1-and-1.
I'm not going to say a word till after this shot, and then I'll tell you something.
22-11. Garlock tries to cut it to 10. And does.
19 out of 20 for the season for Shelley Garlock from the foul line.
Well, that's 95%.
In almost any language.
That's better than Larry Bird's shot, I think, in his best years. So that's outstanding.
Good box out there by Malone and drew the foul. But again, if you notice there, Gettysburg, after the foul was called, they stood around. A couple players went to bring the ball in bounds. There was no recognition that 30 seconds ago it was a 1-and-1. Their heads are just not in the game right now.
And they trail by 10, 22-12 with 3:09 to play in the half. We'll pause.
Biggest cheer of the night for Evan Wells.
Any games coming up here for the Lady Warriors in the week ahead? Any home games that you're aware of, Roy?
They're away Friday night at Mechanicsburg. Gettysburg boys are home that night for their first home game of the year. I'm not sure who plays where on Tuesday, Jeff.
Well, of course, that'll be tomorrow night for your viewers. Check your local listings and your local newspaper.
I have to remember we're taping these games, don't I?
Yeah, we're not exactly live tonight. We're on about a 120-hour delay.
At this point, we're about as live as the Gettysburg basketball team has been so far.
Malone hits both, and it's an 8-point spread. Garlock, great hustle. Oh, almost forward and back there by both teams. Byers finally came up with the loose ball.
It's the right time to put on some pressure. Without Collier in the game, maybe Gettysburg can force some turnovers here.
Yeah, they're only there they go. Steal by Oren. They're only a couple of buckets from making this one a nail-biter.
Yeah, 8 points the way this game is going is not a huge lead.
Little bombs away. Lucky to get the rebound. Now Garlock a chance to penetrate. Dishes to Malone. And she's fouled. Nice running one-hander by Malone, and she hit the deck hard, but it doesn't feel a thing because it went in.
And the second foul on Johnson. So right now, Yerkes in foul trouble with their point guard and their strongest inside player.
7 second quarter points for Colleen Malone. We talked about the need to get her involved, to get her the basketball, and that's been a key in the Warrior comeback.
Well, and the reason they can get her involved is they're getting the ball over half court. First quarter, they were having trouble breaking the press, and you can't get the ball over half court. It's hard to get your center shots.
Long bomb for Byers, and Johnson, nice job to get the rebound. Ooh. Malone called for a travel.
Must be that bad angle again.
8 points for Colleen Malone in the second quarter. 22-17. Lady Warriors looking to make a game of it. Little tried to grab it on the baseline.
And that was the weak side help that they didn't get before in that lob pass. That time Casey Little was right there to help on the weak side.
Still man-to-man defense. Misty Wilderson, the head coach. Kathy Harner, her assistant. Good steal by the Warriors. Malone tipped it. Little came up with it.
And again, the reason she came up with it is she was there on the weak side.
Well, you're so right about the value of Collier to this Bearcat team. You see how they're getting unraveled with Collier on the bench with 3 fouls.
That's the third on Johnson, so let's see what Coach Sexton does now. It does not appear to me that Johnson's the kind of player who can play with 3 or 4 fouls on her. Gettysburg's already in the double bonus.
Kathy Lauritsen in for Carrie Kunkel. No luck for Jara Oren. She's 0 for 2 from the line.
Great steal again by Garlack.
Little kept it alive to Garlack. No. Bearcats throw it right back. So here's a chance maybe to get a decent work.
Almost got the 4th one on Johnson there with the body.
Oh, Katrina Hill quickly the other way. She's got 8 to tie Malone for game honors. Knocked away by Nelson. 24-17, 1:08 to go in the half.
This is a tough place to inbounds the ball from.
Great pass. Oh, right through the hands of Malone. Garlack saying, I put it right in a perfect spot.
Yeah, Carlene's a goalkeeper in soccer. She's got to come up with that one.
I was kind of right over the top of her head. Not a real good angle. Maybe she couldn't get a good look at it, but it went right through her outstretched fingertips.
Interesting pass there.
Lauritsen came up with a steal. Good job. Little can't connect, but Orange there on the stick back, and she's fouled by Byers.
Yeah, Casey Little's having a very tough night. She can't get anything to go down at this point in the game.
Well, the key to the Lady Warriors is to be aggressive, but at the same time keep your poise. You can't just start throwing the ball around. You have to be a little deliberate with it.
It's the hat trick.
Triple goose egg. She's missed her last 3 free throws. 50.7 seconds to go in the half. And we gave her the reverse whammy.
There we go. It worked.
Yeah. So she's 1 for 4, 24-18. Oh, that was over and back.
Absolutely, Jeff.
Byers stepped over and then stepped back, no call.
Officiating crew that's made some phantom calls doesn't see an obvious one, and then calls a touch. The officials are having as tough a time in this game as the teams seem to be.
I thought you were going to say as tough as the NFL officials. Now they're talking about instant replay for the playoffs.
Heard a great quote from Ralph Wilson, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, when asked if he'd vote for instant replay, said, it's got to be better than what we got right now. Right now I'd vote for a guy with a pair of binoculars hanging outside the blimp.
Yeah. He thinks he can handle whatever fine Commissioner Tagliabue, spelled B-O-O at the end, might dish out, because he's made comments before about the officials, doesn't seem to care.
No, I think Mr. Wilson says, I'll pay the fine.
Oh, Johnson, lucky she didn't get called for foul number 4.
Yeah, you're right. I think maybe she tripped and walked before she ran into the player, and she's lucky they called the travel.
And you really have to question, after seeing that, you think Coach Sexton would get her out for the last 13 seconds, avoid the 4th foul on her, but...
Yeah, maybe there with the ball you don't take her out. Right now with 9.5 seconds and having to play all that on defense, I'm not quite sure why she's not out right now for this possession.
Lauritsen bombs and short with it. Malone, no. 24-18 at the half. Will return.
Something new.
Lady Warriors get the ball to start the second half. A 6-point deficit.
York in his zone right now. Looks like a 2-3 or maybe even a 2-1-2.
Good ball movement.
Nice reversal. They switch sides quickly with the ball, and that's what opened Colleen Malone up in the middle.
24-20. April Collier, number 11 for York High with 3 fouls. Also, Samantha Johnson has 3 fouls.
And that, I think, is probably the key to the game. If Collier gets an early 4th foul, or if she fouls out early in the 4th quarter, York would appear to be in big trouble.
Walker with a nice stick back.
And out of their 26 points, my guess is about 10 or 12 of them are on second chance points.
Walker has 6. Malone leads all scorers with 10. Good call. Oren tapped it off of Johnson, and Lady Warriors will get another shot at it. Oren clears nicely but can't connect. Malone on the rebound.
And I believe that might be 3 on Byers.
It is.
A little bit
It's
of York.
4, according to the scoreboard.
Oh, you're right. A little bit of York's own medicine there. Offensive rebound, second chance points.
Well, she got close to the basket, and that's where most of your caroms are going to come. She worked for that inside position, and it paid off. Her first miss from the free throw line, she had been 4 out of 4. Oh for 2. Great stick back by Little.
Nice play by Little. Maybe that'll get her started. They look like they're making an effort to get it down inside right now to Walker and Johnson.
Collier.
Ooh, very close to travel there.
Nice back door.
Nice box out.
Malone went to the floor to get the rebound, and Little came up with it. Nice bounce pass. Jara Oren can't buy a basket. Looked like she shot it well. Sometimes that basket just seems to have a lid on it. Collier steps inside. Too hard.
By Malone, trying to draw a charge. There was no contact. She went down anyhow.
Oren got it to Garlock.
And now they're going to work a little offense rather than just take a quick shot this time down. All 10 players on one side of the court. Not sure I've ever seen that before.
Malone can't connect from downtown this time. And Hill with the rebound.
That's a little tougher shot than the one Colleen took last night right from the top of the key.
Lauritsen gathers in the rebound off the miss by Byers.
And now York's in a man-to-man, I think. And I'd like to see Casey Little try to attack, try to attack the girl with 4 fouls, try to attack Byers.
Collier came up with it. Can't connect, and Oren there. You have to say Jara Oren's doing a nice job on the boards. She can't seem to buy a hoop, but she's working hard underneath.
Another unforced turnover, though. Take a charge here if you can. Nope. Good job by Collier pulling up.
Jump ball possession arrow to York High. Casey Little grabbed onto the orb, but Samantha Johnson ripped it out of her hand.
They must be right with 4 fouls on Byers because she's now coming back out of the game.
Beyond Nelson in there. Erin Kiefer replaces Jara Oren.
Yeah, Jara's playing with a bad back, and it seems like she needs a rest every so often to try to get some strength back.
Collier back out to Katrina Hill. She fires and hits the 3.
Almost sidearm, but nothing but net.
She's got 9 to lead the Bearcats. 29-22.
Gettysburg got lucky there. That ball was flying out of bounds, and the hustle, and Johnson got a hand on it. Otherwise, that would have been the turnover and their ball. Terrible.
Steal by Collier.
Nobody moved.
And she goes end to end. 11 points for Collier. Timeout. Coach Wilderson, 31-22. York High by 9. We'll pause. Jeff Cook reporting along with Roy Kiefer, Deb McCausland providing the camera work. What was Coach Wilderson discussing during that timeout?
My guess is she was discussing intensity and trying to run something on offense rather than trying to force things. And right away, another turnover. Just lack of concentration on a lot of these turnovers, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right about Collier being the key to this team. You just see how poised she is, and if Coach Sexton can keep her out of foul trouble, that's a double dribble, no? Long time for the tie-up.
Yeah, and perhaps an injury because the official didn't call it sooner.
Katrina Hill took one for the team. Coach Sexton going to check her out. Body's diving and landing. Took a long time to call the jump ball. You'd think that that's almost an injury situation. You'd rather call it sooner than later.
Yeah, I think you would in that kind of a situation, Jeff.
Well, they're going to take a timeout here. I don't know what the call is. Maybe a timeout for York. A chance to digress.
LaQuanda Simmons looks like the replacement player right now for York, and there's no timeout here, so I'm not quite sure why the officials don't get play going a little bit quicker.
I guess it was for a substitution. No timeout assessed.
And York in that trap again this trip.
Erica Kissel launches one and hits the three.
And Erica's a very good shooter, and that's a good shot for her to take.
Johnson threw up a brick, but Walker got called for a push-off.
That should not be Gettysburg's ball. That last scrum underneath the basket, yeah, now they're switching it. They're getting it right. That last tie-up under the basket with the injury was a jump ball situation, and the arrow never changed.
Collier, no luck that time. Good effort by LaQuanda Simmons, but unable to save it. 31-25. Katrina Hill back into the lineup, replacing Simmons.
She didn't look like she was hurt that badly, and fortunately it does not appear now that she was.
Just took a shot to the head. 6-point lead for York High. Oh, Erin Kiefer open. Oh! Good recognition. Little got the rebound.
Excellent pass by Colleen Malone, and Erin Kiefer just couldn't finish the shot.
Nice pass in the middle. Oh, too hard. Malone's working the boards. Gets it back out to Kissel. Good entry pass. No. Erin Kiefer over the top. Neither team anything close to foul trouble this half. That's only the second foul in the third quarter. So you know, you have to say that York's done a good job of staying out of further foul difficulty, and maybe that's been an Achilles heel in the Gettysburg philosophy, not really taking it to the glass where you're more likely to draw fouls.
Yeah, especially Casey Little, if she's matched up against Byers before, and right now Shelley Garlock matched up against Collier. Need to take them to the basket and see if they can draw that. Also, Collier drives a lot. You'd like to see somebody step up and try to take a charge.
Collier working, gives it up to Hill. Walker back to Hill, back to Collier. York trying to work some clock. Collier steps in.
That's the exact situation right there. Instead of stepping in and taking the charge, Erica Kissel slapped at the ball.
13 points for April Collier. Good try by Garlock.
And that was a nice pass by Kissel, skipping it over top of the zone.
Second foul on Katrina Hill.
Right now it's 8-point difference with about 1:40 left in the quarter, Jeff. They need to get this down inside of 5 before the start of the fourth quarter.
That helps. Garlock keeps her string of outstanding free throw shooting alive. Is that 20 out of 21?
20 out of 21. Hardly even moved the net.
Now you can tell she spent a lot of time practicing. Like we said the other night, a real gym rat. 33-27. Garlock has 6. Johnson.
That's the kind of shot you probably want to give to her, and she hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
Restores the 8-point spread, 35-27. A minute and change to go in the third. Oh. Johnson with a steal.
That pass just wasn't there. Johnson was waiting for the ball. Again, it looks like no defensive intensity right now for Gettysburg except for Shelley Garlock.
Great steal. She certainly wanted the foul, and the basketball gods have spoken once again as Hill kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah. It's amazing how sometimes even the whistle doesn't blow, but things tend to even up.
Yeah, they do.
Here again, nobody moving for Gettysburg on an inbounds play.
Could have gone either way, right?
Actually, probably no call was the right call there. Forced pass. Both players got a hand on it. Let them play basketball.
And it bounced right back to Gettysburg, so it would have been a good no call. Special thanks to the Pub and Restaurant on the Square in Gettysburg, open 7 days a week for your enjoyment. Victuals, libations galore. You'll find them all at the Pub and Restaurant. We thank you for your support. Kissel bombs away, or was it a pass?
We'll call that an assist. A wonderful oxygenated spheroid assist.
Yeah, right.
They've got it to 6 now with 20 seconds left in the quarter.
A special category, the OSA. Walker with a turnaround. Now good defense by Little. And Malone with a rebound. Now they got 10 seconds. I like the ball in Shelley Garlock's hands. Well, she gave it up. She ought to hold that dribble because she can penetrate and try to draw the foul.
Kissel has no idea how much time there is. No idea at all.
Well, you know, that's a case where Shelley Garlock's probably got to keep the dribble, and Coach Wilderson will talk to her about that. She really is the best free throw shooter in the land right now, and why not have her look for an opening, take it to the hoop, see if she gets fouled.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff, and if she can drive in there, maybe she could dish it off to Colleen Malone inside or kick it back out to Little or Kissel who can shoot threes. Instead, they made a couple passes and wound up just dribbling away the last 10 seconds.
Well, you like players that are unselfish, but there's also the player who will step up when the situation calls for someone to play a role, and that was the case there. Hopefully by season's end, Shelly Garlock will be stepping up and driving to the hoop in that situation.
And I think you'll see that. Jara Arndt reported back in during the timeout there during the quarter break, probably for Aaron Kiefer, I'm going to guess.
Scoring leaders in the game, Colleen Malone. Has 11 points. Had to check my math. April Collier leads all scorers with 13. Katrina Hill and Samantha Johnson with 8 apiece. Shelly Garlock's got 6, as does Sandy Walker. Jara Orrin with 4, and Erica Kissel 3. Casey Little 4. Rounding out the scoring, 8 minutes to go. Lady Warriors trail by 6 here on Adams Community Television, Channel 10 on your GS High Rock dial.
Again, setting this up, Jeff. The key here, again, is Collier not getting a 4th foul early this quarter, and Gettysburg needs a little more offense out of either Jara Arndt or out of Casey Little right now. One of those 2 players has to step up and join into the scoring column.
Well, Johnson and Collier both went through the 3rd quarter intact. Each entered the stanza with 3 personal fouls, and Coach Sexton dodged a couple of bullets.
In playing zone, he kind of protects him a little bit that way. Collier, I really think if she's going to get a 4th, it's going to be on a charge, but nobody's stepping into the lane.
Malone called for the foul, but she's trying to create something on defense.
Well,
that's a good foul.
Yeah, and the reason she got that foul is, again, there was a loose ball, and no Gettysburg player went after it. When the pass was made back in, at least Colleen was aggressive with the ball.
Beyond Nelson to inbound for the Lady Bearcats. Collier. Collier makes it look so easy.
Just one time I'd like to see a Gettysburg player step up and take a charge. And here nobody's going to take the ball inbounds. Garlock ready to bring it in and nobody there to help her.
You got to get that weak side help on the drive, and they're not getting it. Now they throw it away. Walker with a steal. 37-29. Gettysburg trails by 8.
There's Collier on the drive again. Once again, nobody steps in front of her.
17 for Collier.
Right now, that's York's offense. Collier dribbles the ball through the paint, Gettysburg parts, and she scores on a layup.
(39-29) with 6:55 to go. Gettysburg in a world of trouble right now. We'll be back in a minute. Deb McCausland gives us the nod. We're back. Another steal by Collier.
Got away with the travel.
She's been a difference in this game right now.
No question. She right now is the best player on the court, and that is the 10-point difference.
She and Garlock really going at it, though. Shelly Garlock not conceding anything in that matchup.
And what's Shelly got, Jeff? 1 foul?
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping track of Gettysburg's fouls, but yeah, not many. Nice steal by Orrin.
I'd like to see her get up in Collier's face. Maybe she can draw a cheap foul that way.
Swings it to Kunkel. Casey Little. That's out of her range.
It wasn't a bad shot in terms of her distance. The problem was there was absolutely nobody for weak side rebounding.
Well, you start to press, you get down by 10, and you start to think you have to score, but there's really a world of time left in this game. Just under 6 minutes. A 10-point spread is nothing.
Yeah, neither team is exactly lighting it up right now. If either team gets on some kind of a roll, they could win this game. York, frankly, if they score about 6 more points, they probably win.
They go to that zone trap again. The Warriors unable to go over the top. Nice ball movement. Malone too short with it, and Sandy Walker yanks down the board.
The one thing Gettysburg's not doing against that trap is they're not attacking it. They're getting the ball over half court now, but then they stop and wait. And there's a foul, and
Yeah.
how they missed that call, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Garlock absolutely got cross body block, knocked to the ground, and the referee blew nothing.
not necessarily intentional by Samantha
not at all.
Johnson, but she's got a lot of physical prowess and knocked Garlock to the floor, like you said. Collier with another steal. Oh, she's smooth.
That's it. I believe Dandy Don can begin singing, Jeff.
So what a performance by April Collier with 3 fouls, displaying poise and leadership. She's just been the difference here in the second half. She's got 13 points here in the second half, 19 in the game.
There's Collier down the middle again.
21 points for April Collier.
It's like a layup drill, Jeff. All she's doing is cutting down the middle and shooting layups.
Or making a steal at the other end. Lauritsen in for Kunkel, 4:41 to go in the fourth. The lead is 14, a game high margin for the Lady Bearcats.
A couple more baskets by Collier, and she'll have outscored Gettysburg by herself.
Good feed by Garlock. Oh, it's getting rough in there. Oren, this time they call it.
Actually, I thought those first two were both good blocks.
So Jara Oren. Ooh. 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Byers with 4 fouls replaces Nelson. So Coach Sexton taking nothing for granted here. Jara Oren hits 1 of 2, 43-30. Collier has a pretty awesome shooting percentage this game too, as she gets another field goal. I don't think she's missed more than a shot or two.
Well, that time she pulled up, at least they didn't let her shoot the layup that time. She had to make a 5-footer.
She's got 10 in the quarter. 45-30. April Collier just marching right through the Gettysburg Lady Warriors.
Shoot a layup again.
Huh. What is Anfuego is they turn it over, but a dozen in the quarter for April Collier. Coach Wilderson wants a timeout. Dan Patrick would say Enfuego for April Collier, 47-30 with 3:29 to go.
Has Gettysburg scored more than the 1 foul shot this quarter, Jeff?
You know, I'm not sure. Normally I would have that third quarter score, and I forgot to record it.
35-29.
Yeah, you're right. They got within 6, so.
Collier's outscored them 12-1 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, she's got all 12 points for the Lady Bearcats as they look to move to 3-1 on the season and drop the Lady Warriors to 2-2. I guess, well, this is obviously a non-league game. York plays in the YAIAA and Gettysburg in the Mid-Penn. The Keystone, is that the name of their division, Roy?
I think that's it, Jeff. It's Keystone or Commonwealth, I'm not sure which.
Yeah, because for every sport, they're not necessarily in the same division. Oh, ye of little faith. Some of the fans heading for the exits. I guess they're going to work on their homework. Anita Hill. Good hustle by Oren to bat it away. 3:04 to go. Looking grim for Gettysburg, 47-30.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not tonight, Jeff.
Oh, that time it didn't go. And
Yeah, but she'll get the rebound. And she did. She caused it to go out of bounds off Gettysburg.
probably could have called a foul on someone there, too. It looked like Collier got hit on the way to the glass. Do referees watch the scoreboard? I mean, there's the charge you wanted, but not exactly what you had in mind.
Probably about 6.5 minutes too late.
Another steal for Collier.
Shelley Garlock, for some reason, continually tries to throw the ball over Collier, and that's about the 6th one in a row that Collier's got her hands on.
Lessons in larceny by April Collier. Just keeps stealing the basketball.
It should be your pick for player of the game right now, Jeff.
AC?
And we don't mean AC Green?
No. April Collier. No relation to Bud.
How about knocking that one down, April?
Oh.
Not quite.
Oren's done pretty yeoman work on the boards. Oh, that was...
I think the referees want to get home.
Yeah. What's on at 10? I don't know. I don't watch that much TV. Whatever it is, they want to be in front of that tube by 10 o'clock.
I think they want to make the 9 o'clock show.
So it was Tuesday, I'd say Hill Street for NYPD. Blue. Hill Street Blues. That's show hasn't been on in about 20 years. I'm really dating myself now.
Be careful out there, Jeff.
Yeah, we'll have a little Nickelodeon TV land digression here in a minute. That's what happens when things get out of hand. 19-point deficit on the scoreboard.
Time for Fred McMurray and Uncle Charlie again?
Yeah. And Bub, remember that? William Frawley actually had a cameo. He had a cup of coffee on My Three Sons.
Right now, Gettysburg's looking at perhaps breaking a record that was set last night by the boys team, who scored 2 points in the 4th quarter, and I believe Gettysburg girls right now have 1, so they have a chance to either break or tie that record.
Jera Oren has a chance to say something about that. So they tie the boys. She's hit 2 in a row. Davida Anderson in for Katrina Hill. Hill with 8 points. Appears to be finished for the evening.
I think they can get their sweats on, have a bottle of water, and relax.
Collier. Not a lot of commentary at the moment.
Not a lot happening.
Not a lot to say. Keep singing the praises of April Collier. It's outscored Gettysburg 14-2 here in the 4th quarter.
And Gettysburg has not scored a basket in this quarter, and there's only 40 seconds left in the quarter. And again, Gettysburg with 2 team fouls here, making no effort whatsoever to play aggressively and try to steal the ball. Thank you, Carrie Conkle.
So after scoring 11 points in the third quarter, Lady Warriors held to a deuce here in the fourth. Felicia Dennis in for Nelson. Carrie Kunkel back in there for the Lady Warriors. Malone and Garlock on the bench. 25 seconds to go. 49-31. Collier, one last fiddle and diddle.
I'm guessing that this possession is going to end with Collier shooting a layup, Jeff.
10 seconds to go in the contest. Collier, there she goes. Oh, dished off and was fouled. Finally got that weak side help you were looking for. Too little, too late.
Actually, that one was, I believe, to Lauritsen too late.
Yeah, as opposed to Casey Little. Very good. Touche.
No, to Lauritsen.
My lust for alliteration. 49-31, the final.